Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back once again. Jamie LaFave here for your listening drumming pleasure. I hope you are enjoying my lessons, and again, you can check out all of my lessons as they are developing and recording them on my Facebook and YouTube page. Now, if you're just joining me, thank you, and for you loyal listeners, thank you so much. Today I am going to be covering, I'm going to incorporate them together. Now don't be mistaken, these are two different rudiments, but they're fairly easy and they go hand in hand, and it's kind of cool incorporating them both. I hope you feel the same after checking them out. The rudiments I'm going to be covering today is called the flam. There is a right hand flam, a left hand flam, and the other rudiment is called a rough, or in other terminology in other rudimental books, it also can be referred to as a drag. So if I happen to mess up, or maybe once or twice I call it a rough and then all of a sudden I start saying drag, it is the same rudiment. Once when I show it and apply it to the snare drum, you see the sticking. It is the same thing. There's no tricks. I'm not definitely trying to purposely confuse you. So, what we are going to do, I'm going to show you, starting off with the right hand, I'm going to show you a flam. Now, what you want to do is to try to make sure, and this goes actually really for all of the rudiments, to be honest with you, make sure you are comfortable, because it takes a little bit to develop the feel of this. It's a little bit different. Whatever hand flam you are doing, your stick has to be raised like so. And then for the non-flamming hand, it should be, which in this case is my left hand, it should be about an inch, half an inch, no more than an inch away from the drum head. Now what you do is both sticks land together in the center of the head. Now for everything that you're doing, try to play as close to the center as what you can, because if you start going away, you're going to notice different sounds, like a rattling or whatever. The best sound, the sweet spot that you can get on anything that you play, beats, rudiments, is the center. Now, the effect, the sound that it should have is like a, but what it actually in essence is again, right hand flam, and a lot of times, and I've done it, everybody does, when you're first learning it, you go like this. And that's not what you want to do. That's not a flam. Like for instance, if you even were to give a child a pair of sticks, most likely not only are they going to hold it like this, but that's not a flam. You want to make sure that you have your flamming hand up, your non-flamming hand down, right hand flam. Then as you go to a left hand, you lift up the left hand. Now your right hand takes that position of an inch to a half an inch away from the snare head. So now if you imagine a marching band and all of the snare drummers are lined up, and you know they have their harnesses, their drums like this, and you see them all in unison where they look like almost like the Duracell battery, or you know the commercial where he's going like that on the bass drum, or like for Christmas you see the toy soldiers. You probably get the idea. It's right, left, right, left. So it's like the only thing, it's almost like you're going like this. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I want to make sure that you see and you get the idea. Right-handed flam, left-handed flam, right-handed flam, left-handed flam. Refer back to, there are videos. I did kind of cover something on YouTube, and I never really finished it with something with my single stroke roll where I mentioned that I want to say something about YouTube. YouTube is excellent. You can study a lot of things. But the thing about YouTube is it doesn't replace a teacher. If you develop any bad habit, no video is going to tell you. You're not going to know about it. And it could go on for a long time until maybe somebody catches it. There's a saying that goes, a good habit is so much easier to develop than what a bad habit is to break. So now the other rudiment that I was talking about, a rough, this is where learning other rudiments come in handy because you're actually doing a double stroke roll with the single stroke roll if you really, really want to get technical. Because the sticking is right, right, left, 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 right. Right, right, left, 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 right. In what you do when you learn about something called ghost notes, the double stroke notes are played softly and very fast. It's like da-da-da, da-da-da. Right, right, left, 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 right. A little bit faster. Flam taps. So now, to take these away from the snare drum and say, well, what do these do as far as with drumming? These are great for drum fills. And I'm going to use for mostly a reference that AC/DC-ish kind of beat because it's simple. I don't want advanced drumming to get away of the idea. So what I'm going to do first is show an example or two with flams in a fill context. Check this out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a little quarter note, eighth note variation in there, but it still is cool. Now a little bit faster of a speed, you get something like this. Now let's throw in that little rough idea again, and let's use 16th notes, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and throw a rough in a few various ideas. Now check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All that was a single stroke roll going between the snare and tom and using random spots, not even really even counting, to throw in. And that alone, just that example, is very cool. Now, one quick thing before I close off this lesson, and again, very basic, very minimal. executing the rudiment, showing a few ideas. This is what gets you interested. This is what makes you hopefully go and learn more. But check out if you do a halftime shuffle kind of beat with a rough. All right, so that's just a different variety. And again, work with different rhythms, 16th note cymbal rhythms, 8th notes, quarter notes, halftime feels. There is absolutely no limit, which is the fun about these. I hope you enjoyed this lesson as all of my other ones. I hope you've got something out of it. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you continue to. Please, if you have any questions, any comments, please go to my Facebook page or my YouTube page. Thank you so much. See you soon.